Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello. My name is Bunny and today I'm going to be playing a game called Our Life. This game is free on Steam, I think, and I've been having it for a while. I did play it, but I did not finish the entire game, so I wanted to play it again. So why not record it? I am talking really low because everyone is sleeping. So I'm sorry if I get quiet. I will try to cut it out as much as I can, but anyways, let's just jump into the game. Oh, ooh, we get to make ourselves. Oops, there we go. Oh, I don't know what I clicked. I feel like oval. I feel like I'm here, or but this is way too dark. I guess, sure. These are fine. Brown, sure. Choppy, curled, flowy, short. Oh wow. Eye cover? Sideburns, strands. Oh my. Oh! I went through the whole entire list. We're just gonna go with that. Oh no. We're just gonna go with that. Black, hair from black, skin shading. Yep. Birthmark? Nah. Scars? Sure. I kinda like that. Hand size? Where's the hand? I don't know. I'll just stick with medium. Medium hand. Oh, yeah. Done. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of school-less vacation with it. During the summer, your moms... We have moms! Your moms didn't like you to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was, or most often just said hello. Oh, you didn't really get why they always had to say hi. They saw you every day, but you nodded back at them anyway. You ended up saying hi to a lot of different people since most of the tourists that came and went every summer were the same ones. You were too anxious to say hi back to most of the other residents that greeted you, but they all knew you well enough to expect that. I feel like I might go with the first one. It was a polite thing to do after all, and your moms had taught you to always be respectful. But today, there was a man sitting on the curb outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was and you wondered if he was even a real person, or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Whoever, or whatever he was, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone in Sunset Bird was that people who you didn't recognize really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your moms called it. Sorry. So, for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off a lot of red flags. Your mom's had a talk with you, and your big sister. I have a cat named Lizzie. She's a calico. I'm gonna cry. And your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. Oh, you hadn't exactly been listening at the time. You think it'd be okay to talk to new people. They mentioned that some people aren't good to talk to, but other types of people can help you, even if you don't know them. You remember that it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. Yep. You weren't sure about this man yet. Still, you felt a bit scared knowing that he was blocking the way to your front door, but you were pretty interested. You wanted to know more about what was going on. Whether he was nice or not, you didn't want to be bothered. This is me. Sure. You slowed down as you thought about how you could get around this. There was a split second where your eyes met. That wasn't good. He was probably going to say something now that he had seen you standing around here. Hey! Oops, that was too loud. You're right. His deep voice called out to you, but you didn't say anything. Unfortunately, the man stood up and started to make his way towards you. Oh, not wanting to seem too approachable, you folded your arms and stared. So unsure but willing to be friendly, you offered the stranger a smile. Your whole body was frozen in place. I would probably do this. So, wow. Do you live? Do you live around here? What's your name? You looked the man up and down, taking in his tan skin and a relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo, and you wonder if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. I live right there. My name is Bunny. Yeah, I live here. How about that? That's great. He looked happy to hear it, giving you a broad smile. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand as he held it up to you. Even more confused than before, you looked back at him. Well, could you do me a favor? Heck no. I am a child. Nothing bad. No, yeah, start that over. Nothing bad. Sorry, I should have. Let me start over. He cleared his throat and stood up straighter. From where you were standing, it just made him look creepier. I have a son. His name is Cove, who's about your age. Oh, you thought that was pretty cool. You chewed on the inside of your cheek. The guy was definitely obsessed with water. Cove, that seems like a strange name for an actual living person to you. I would still probably be obsessed with this, and I do that. Chewed on the inside of your cheek. He wasn't the only person like that in Sunset Bird. Cove's dad. We moved in across the street, see? He gestured towards the house that had been empty for a year, his watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone. You must be Bunny. Oh, that's so weird to say my name. You must be Bunny, right? I met your moms earlier, and they told me you were 8, just like him. So he shook the $20 bill to bring it to your attention, a hopeful smile tilting his lips at the corners. Can you try to be friends with the boy? Just give it a chance, and you can keep this. He's a good kid. You'll like him. Don't do that. But you've got to keep it a secret too, okay? It wouldn't be friendly to say his dad sent you. You eyed the man, as I'm doing right now. What could be so bad about this Cove kid that his dad would need to bribe strangers to be his friend, be friends with him? What do you say? Want to make a deal? Sorry, that was a loud car. I would take it. You carefully plucked the bill from his outstretched hand, grinning at the thoughts of what you could do with that much cash. Oh, All the sweets you could ever want. You could buy a ticket for the newest movie at the cinema. There was a cute stuffed animal you've seen in the store. Cost a few dollars at library card. You went plushie. It was going to be able to go home with you. And that was just a start, you thought. The sky was the limit with that kind of money. The man smiled at you, his eyes crinkling at the sides as he did. Great, that's great. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I wanted him... What? I wanted him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but... Well, I don't know where he's gotten off to. He laughed when he said that, but with the way his face looked, you thought he actually wanted to cry. If you see him, can you tell him to come on home? He's got a pink cast and glasses. You can't miss it. Okay. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends, you knew that, but you were still going to help. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head, paused before doing so, then pulled his hand away instead. Your mom's already checking around for me. Such a thoughtful group you are. Now I better go look too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here. I thought he might come back, and that's not what's important. I'll have to go. Thanks again, Bunny. So much. He jogged off down the street without another word. You decided to check the hills behind your house. Oh, that was bright. Oh, step 1. First sight. The chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you, quiet and familiar. From the top of the hills, you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore and the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night. You've always loved the ocean. It was so much fun. You loved to hear stories about the sea, about the merfolk and sea serpents you imagined living far beneath the waves. You didn't enjoy the beach all that much, especially the sand, which... that's very true. You really couldn't understand why so many people came all the way from where they really lived just to visit the ocean. You took in a deep breath. You wanted to try and relax and couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you that you weren't alone. So you glanced around. Cove! I love his hair. Anyways, there was a boy sitting at the top of one hill, almost completely hidden within the long grass and the white flowers surrounding you. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a little bit like you find a deer in the wild. Though deer didn't have green hair, pink cast, had frowns, wavy eyebrows, huge glasses, green hair. But this new boy did. You watched as it fluttered softly around his face in the breeze. After a few more seconds, you took a step forward, then another. And then he glanced your way. His aquamarine eyes reflected the light of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and show you weren't scary. Are you lost? No? Hi. With a start, he jumped to his feet, his hands balling into fists at his sides. He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. He'd been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheek and his knees, soaking the hems of his shorts, and his eyes were still shiny with a few more. You've obviously caught him off guard. His pink cast seemed to glow in the twilight, though when he caught you staring at it, he hid his arm behind his back. Something the man clearly had said stuck out to you. Cove? Oh. Eyes widened. He studied you. How'd you know that? You touched the money in your pocket, feeling it crinkle beneath your fingertips. I'm all-knowing. That's a lie. Tell the truth. Okay, your dad told me who you were. Okay. So, is this your hill? He gestured with his uninjured arm to the patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect. I can leave if it is. Yep. Sorry. You shook your head. While doing so, you also picked at a strand of lint on your leg. What a weird question to ask someone. Oh. He sat back down with a thump, resting his chin on his knees again. Curious about the strange new boy with the odd dad, you sat on the patch of grass next to him. The pure white flowers that covered this hill rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers too. The night wind was cool as it traveled over the ocean up the hill, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun. Why are you here? Why did your family move? A quiet I can't do it, sorry. A quiet hiccup escaped Cove as soon as the question ended. Oh no, I'm sorry. Almost like they'd never stopped, his tears started up again with a vengeance. Vengeance, yeah. My parents, they don't want to live together with me anymore. The tears fell fast and heavy over his flustered cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes. My mom made my dad leave, and he took me with him, and now we have a house here, and I want to go home. The outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done wailing, Cove's chest was heavy, heaving with exhaustion. He sniffled and removed his glasses, wiping at his eyes with the back of his hand before he put them back on again. I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom. Oh, I'm sorry, your dad seems kinda nice. You'll like it here, you just have to get used to it. Stop crying. Wow. Don't ever say that to someone who's crying. I'm sorry. He slipped his hand underneath his glasses and pressed his fingers against his eyelids. Cove wound himself up again for another long crying fit. You felt bad for him, being forced to come here with no choice. You can imagine what it would feel like to live with only one of your moms, but it must be pretty hard. But from way off in the distance, you heard your parents. Bunny! Okay. Kids, where did you go? Cove looked at you, tears still clinging to his cheeks. Don't tell them we're here.
I want to go home.
Wow. Amazing. You can handle it. You have to go. Don't worry so much. Sorry, I have to. It'll be okay. You were struck by a sudden need to reassure Cole. It's not gonna be all fun, but isn't he your family too? Yeah, I guess. Then you can count on him when you really, really need him. You shot him a grin and pushed yourself to your feet. Slowly, Cole stood up with you, still looking a little reluctant. His dad's voice rang out again. Cole, can you hear me? He looked towards the sound of his dad's voice, silent, then turned away while rubbing his not bandaged arm.
Sorry.
I still don't want to go. You tried to convince him? Are you sure? You'd have to stay outside the whole night and sleep on wet grass. Before Cole could say anything else, you heard his dad's voice again, even closer than before. There you are, bud. Ooh. If I had done this. Anywho, the trio of parents appeared over the curve of the hill. Instantly, all their eyes landed on you and they rushed over. Oh, our moms are hot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was unnecessary. Our moms are hot. Both of your moms were at your side in a split second, faces filled with worry. Bunny, you're here after all. Mom and Mommy. Okay. We had been at the park to check for COVID and then heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. I thought you might have gone farther away. No, we were just sitting in the grass. Why is everyone acting like this is such a big thing? We're okay, don't worry. Cove didn't want to go home just yet. Mommy gave Cove a small... So this is Mom? Of course that's Mommy. Mommy gave Cole a small smile, and then she turned back to him. Thank God you're both fine. Were you two having fun out here? He looked over at Cole, who was wiggling against his dad's tight hug and pushing at his arms. Whoa. That's yeah, no. He's new here. It was okay. Yeah, there we go. Finally letting go of his squirming, scolding son, Cole's dad turned to the three of you. Thanks very much for finding. Okay. The music is insane. Thanks for, oh my God. Thanks very much for finding him. I really don't know this neighborhood. Good thing Bunny knows this whole area so well. Absolutely. We should be getting home now. It's been a long day for us all. Say goodbye, Cole. Okay. The two of them walked into the darkness, heading toward the neighborhood. You watched Cole's bright pink cast until it disappeared. Tell you what. We'll have a proper play date tomorrow, okay? Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him by to see you and Lizzie. How does that sound? Sure. You nodded, ducking your head down. Both of your moms laughed, the sound overlapping into a warm, familiar chorus. Mommy put her hand around your shoulder and led you towards the path. Satisfied and more than a little ready to go to bed after your long, exciting day, you followed them home. What? Choose your feelings for Cole. If this is how you feel towards Cole for this step, it can change in later steps. What? My feelings for Cole, indifferent, fond, nervous, relaxed, direct. I guess nervous. Oh, wait. Comfort? I say relaxed. Fond? No. Fond. Yeah, he's okay. Yeah. Begin step 1 at relaxed fondness. You won't be able to change it again until step 2. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna have to leave it right here. Oh no. This is gonna get into a really, really long series. Let me know if you would like to see more of this. I really want to see what this is about. Apparently you eventually end up marrying him. I don't know. When they're older, duh. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.